Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm starting off with brows. I'm taking the Benefit Kabrow in the shade number 3 and just using my Pony Cosmetics eyebrow brush just to fill in her brows. Then taking my favorite concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light, and just using that to carve out the brow. So I just place that above and below. Then I just place some more of that concealer over her whole eyelid just to act as a base, and then blending it all out and then setting it all in with the Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder. Then I'm just setting her brows with the Benefit Clear Brow Gel, and then onto eyes, I'm taking the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills and taking this shade, which is just a light lilac color, and using that in the crease as a transition. Then I'm taking Cypress Umber, which is just a dark matte brown, and just working that on the outer corners of the eyes and slowly building up the color. Then I'm taking the Subculture palette and taking the matte black and also using that to intensify the outer corners of her eyes. Then taking the Too Faced Gold Chocolate palette, and I'm taking this shimmery shade right here and just placing that on her inner corners. Then taking the new Mary Jumanizer, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's kind of like the Mary Lou but in a liquid form, and I'm just placing that on her lids as well just to create that metallic-y sort of vibe. Then I'm just taking some micellar water and just cleaning up the excess fallout from below the eyes and just cleaning up the edges. Then I'm taking the Tarte Clay Paint Liner in black and just using that to create a really thin line on her lash line. Then just taking some mascara on a disposable mascara wand and coating her lashes. And then I decided to do individual lashes this time for a more natural sort of look. So these ones are just the medium, and then I used a mixture of the long ones as well from Model Rock, and these are the double knotted ones as well. So I just used some Duo Lash Glue and just stuck them on individually. Then I'm taking the Benefit Pearl Porefessional Primer and popping that all over her face to prime her skin. Then spraying her face with some MAC Fix Plus, and then for foundation, I'm taking one of my favorites at the moment. It is the Nars Natural Radiance Foundation, and it is in the shade Punjab, and yeah, I'm just dotting it all over. Then I'm taking the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Radiance Drops and just dropping that on her face just to give her face a little bit more radiance as the product suggests. And yeah, just for a more natural sort of look. And yeah, just buffing that all in with a damp beauty blender. Then going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light and just popping that underneath her eyes, Cupid's bow down the bridge of her nose, a bit on her chin, a little bit on her forehead, and then blending it all in. Then using the Mercier translucent powder, I'm just using that to bake underneath her eyes, just to ensure her concealer doesn't crease throughout the day. Then taking the Australis Fresh and Flawless face powder, I'm just kind of using that to brush off the excess powder from underneath the eyes and just going over the oilier sort of area, so down the bridge of her nose, chin, and a little bit above her brows. Then going back in with the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm taking the lilac colour and using that as the first colour to smoke out her lower lash line. Then taking Cypress Umber, which is the matte brown, and I'm also working that in her lower lash line. Then taking the Australis Metallics Cream Eyeshadow. This one's just the white one. I'm not sure of what the color's called, but they only have 3 different colors, and I usually use this for inner corners just because it's so pigmented and I just love a bright inner corner highlight. So yeah, just placing that in the inner corners of her eyes. Then for bronzer, I'm taking a mixture of the Too Faced Sweetheart and the Ciate London South Beach bronzer and using that to bronze up her face. Then I'm taking the Benefit Hoola bronzer just to contour her face, and I like using the brush that it comes with and yeah, sculpting out her cheekbones with it. Then using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, I'm taking the middle shade and just further using that in the hollows of her cheeks just for a little bit more definition. Then I'm taking some more of the Mercier translucent powder and using that directly underneath the contour to bake that area just to make it a little bit more defined. Then using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. I used to use this all the time, but I just stopped using it for some weird reason because it is literally one of my favorite blushes. It looks so good on everyone's skin type and skin tone. So I'm just putting that on her cheeks And then I'm just brushing away the excess powder from underneath the contour. Then taking one of the most blinding highlights I own, the Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Drive, and just placing that on the highest points of her cheekbones, on her cupid's bow, and down the bridge of her nose as well. Then I'm just putting some more mascara on her top and bottom just to merge her real lashes with the false ones that we put on. Then the lip liner I used was literally one that I use pretty much every time, the Sher lip liner by Gerard Cosmetics. I have a little discount code if you guys are interested in the description box down below. And then for lips, I'm taking the Tarte Cosmetics. I can't remember what the name is, but I'll definitely leave it listed down below. It's from their Rainforest of the Sea collection. It's so beautiful and so bridal appropriate. This is typically the shade that most brides like request or go for on their days. So yeah, I'm just putting that all over. And then I like to go over it with a gloss, and my favorite one is the Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar. And to set our face, I'm going in with the Glam Glow Setter Setting Spray. Whoa, that was a mouthful. But that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and got some inspo if you're doing your makeup on your special day. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below with some more client tutorial ideas, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.